welcome back to the channel, everybody, with the boy Youngin. Today I'm bringing back an old series that I started doing, and I've actually stopped because now when people really liked it. I do want to do a couple of videos on this just so I can have something else to do. Yeah, I want to do something else, do like a little short video while I continue stuff on my other series that I'm working on. This is a game called Dokkan Battle. I really like the game. It's a Dragon Ball Z game. It's a gacha game where you can summon, where you use to get you. Most of you guys want to. Oh, my daily login. Oh, that's perfect. Where you go on, like, if you go on the quest, you get your story mode to get your dragon tongue, which is up here in the corner. Basically what it do, if you get 5 of those, you get a single summon. If you get 50 like this is it right now. We're on a 300 million download celebration, so if you guys come on, you guys can probably get a lot of stones real fast. Right now it's in there, and you also get tickets for other stuff, which that's where I'm gonna start. That's what I'm ending the video on, doing this banner right here once it pops up. But yeah, it's a 300 million downloads. So every 100 million downloads we get one, or I think every 50. And we usually get this banner that you'll see in a second. It's always updated. It always has some of the best units in the best Dokkan Festival units in the game, which are units that you can only obtain through the summons like that, which require the stones that pretty much you only have a certain amount of stuff you can get. You can get them through, I think it's like 21 different arenas, and we have lots of stages in. So you can get a lot of stones. You can get it, but you should get the first two parts. You get one, and usually on the last part of the stage, it's in the arena of each. There's multiple stages in each arena. Each stage is 3 parts, and usually the last one you can get 2. But you also have any of these story modes. Which, if you go right now, we have Portal Memories, which has all these. It has a bunch. It has a bunch where they aren't even out yet, so if you grind them all, there's a lot to grind. You can grind a lot of stones if you're doing it just to be free to play, or you guys come over here to the shop and buy some. Which usually that's the thing. If you buy this one, you get that for a bit. That only comes on certain occasion, but usually every new banner that comes out, which usually they're pretty updated. It's usually about every month or so they have a new one. So they have one that usually lasts 1 month. This one is a big celebration, so it's. In 3 days, we're gonna get part 2 of our celebration, which is gonna give us even more stones. We have a new part 2 banner for us, and these things will refresh. And I don't buy those. I haven't bought those. I'm free to play. But once if my game would load, this is a Gohan banner. So the Cell banner from from Dragon Ball Z Cell Games story arc. But yeah, so I've done some summoners and I've got some characters. But what we're gonna do today, guys, is I'm gonna do a speed run on 2 events, and I want you guys to for my next video, I want you guys to give me 2 events at once. I show you. There'll be challenges like these. So it'd be like any one of these 2. These couple ones here are not do, but any ones like this one I can do. These other 4 are they're not really challenged, but the top 2 here, and come on, let me see. There's a bunch of other ones that are down here. That's speed run. I think I've already covered that. If I did, I'll make a video on it. But there's a bunch of Dokkan events, which are mainly for the units that come off some of these banners that you can awaken to make stronger, and then you can obtain, and make teams from. Like, for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this team first. I'm going to change this for nurse at the end, and I'm going to give you guys 6 teams. I want you guys to give me 2 teams and 2 events you guys want me to go on challenge with. Each event that I do here has unique abilities, and most of these do that you can't stun them or stuff like that. Most of them, but each one has different enemies and different attack wise, and you wanna watch what team to bring. And you also get items to heal if you need it, and sorts of. Let's see. Okay, 4 bars. Okay, but yeah. So yeah, pretty much what we're gonna do is once I can find my event that I want to do. I'm gonna get those events. I'm gonna show you guys, especially at the end, all the events I'm gonna let you guys use. And I want you guys to just tell me which of the 2 that you guys want me to do and which 2 teams. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pick a random event. Hopefully it's one I've done some enough. All-time nastiest evolution. Super Saiyan 3 Broly. But yes, that's Super Saiyan 3 Broly's event. Let's see. I wanna get kind of a hard event, but I don't want to go too far. If it would load, that'd be lovely right now. Let's see. See if I can refresh it. Come on, load for me. You know, I'm gonna do. Okay, that one I think no. That one I did. I know what that one is. Heart filled with hope. I don't. That is one. I think it's one of the old ones though. So actually, what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna do the top two. It's Gohan and Cell. I have not done these events at all. Not done these ones. These ones are the ones and only. So these ones I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna, cause I really don't need their medals right now. But I'm just gonna do it with you guys. I'm gonna take my team, and I have to go into both, and we're gonna try to see how, and we're gonna see if we can beat them with the same team. Let's see. See if I can find my leader. As you guys know, I don't. What I will say, guys, is a really good thing. There's like a friend system in the game you can use to get your certain character up. There was certain character you need or want. I wouldn't necessarily do that because it does fill up your thing. Does fill up your friends list and doesn't make it so you can't find as much. Let's see. Can I? Because I can't. So I'll have to try this then. See if I can get him. Yeah. Sometimes you can't find your same. Like I was gonna find the same leader as him. Because I'm not running, because I need to have an int for his thing to work. Because, like, what you guys, especially when it comes to team abilities, you want to look at this leader skill here, which is the person you put in the front. And these things are for each specific character, and these two. Also, this right here, you can only activate once you get him to this part right here, which is, you don't have to have him exactly like that. Like, let me show you. Now, let's see. See, what most of the cards you're gonna get are gonna start off something like this called S's. They're not gonna have the starter because most of the stars don't. Like this guy. If I was to grow right here, which you guys can see, this guy here, once you get him to like something like this, you guys can start putting potential in him and you can start making him. And those are game changing. If you don't have those in your units, it's those in your unit. Having those in your units, it means you want to summon for multiple copies. It just is great. It makes your unit so much better. Like, see, I have this rainbow star here. Once it start, stars right here is percentile by pencil. So once you get all 4 copies, you get 5 copies you need pretty much. Some of the summoned ones I wouldn't go so hard for because it's random. It's like a gotcha. So this one was free to play, which is insane. Is I had to go through a story event that was available through 19. Actually, it's actually still up. I actually can show you. Oh no, it's not that one. It's still up, so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. There's a difference between free-to-play characters and summonable characters. So that right there, though, sometimes some of these you can get characters from, but most of these here, like this guy, what I always will say if you guys are just starting out, there's a Monday through Friday. There's gonna be depending on what color or what type it is. This type is int or purple. It's for the Ginyu, Captain Ginyu of the Ginyu Force. You can grind all 5 of them, all 5 of these, and get an LR for a lead for it. And LRs are most rarest things, most rarest pretty much, I would say. They are the hardest things to summon for. Free-to-play ones are also pretty hard grinds, I would say. But if you grind this guy out, Rainbow, you can Rainbow him for free. No money, nothing else. You can just do it. And you can do it all the 5 minions, except for the lead. The lead you'll get for specific things. You can Rainbow for free. You just have to do a lot more extra tasks to Rainbow him. But these ones that come from this event, this one's for the int. So tomorrow will be STR, and then red, and then tomorrow, the night day after that will be physical or yellow or orange, depending how you look at it. And then Saturday and Sunday is just their orbs, so you can get them because these take a specific amount of orbs of their own to Rainbow, so you don't have to even use your ones that you're grinding for other units. But this is it's not that one. No, this one right here is where I got the Goku from. Damn it. Don't worry about that, guys. But yeah, so I think, let me show you. So I'm going to show you guys here. So this is the Goku right here I grinded all of his things. I got this stuff right here and awakened him. And I was from SA10 to Rainbow. SA10 is your super attack, which I got to show you. I'm going to show you guys again. If you click on your unit, it's this right here. You want to try to max out if you can, because it makes your unit so much stronger. And I will say, some units have a transformation. Like this guy, he can go 5 times because it's based on the unit it is. Same with this guy. Like I said, this guy doesn't have one because he just doesn't. This one does. It really just depends. You guys, if you guys want any help on these, there are a lot of YouTubers that show these showcase these units and that showcase stuff. The one I would mainly go for. Don't take his word on everything. If you want to see like a unit and how it works and stuff like that, we go look up the truth. He's a Dokkan user. He posts a lot of videos. I'm not saying a modder, but he has every unit in the game rainbowed in every possible way. he spends so much money on the game, but yes, but he has everything available to him, and also he can always run certain things. But now, guys, you guys know that's all I'm going to show you. Just a pretty much basic how to play. What I will say is do not start on any of these events until you get a proper team, because it's actually going to be really hard to do that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my physical this guy, because he has, if you guys look at his leader skill, pure Saiyans, which is most of them. I'll show you the categories in later, and super class. So it actually helps. So I'm gonna bring him because he does the super class, which I need. And I guess when you guys will start to rack up some of these as you continue the game, and you also can buy some at other places like I have. I'm just gonna bring this because I really don't think this event's gonna be that challenging, especially with the team I'm bringing. What I will say though, you have 2 rotations. It's gonna be they're all random luck or depending on how you build it. But my two rotation where you got 7 units, right? So you're gonna have 3 each rotation. So pretty much, if you guys look at this right here. So you see the Goku up here and the 2 Vegeta. So it's gonna be the first rotation. Second one's gonna be the Goku, the Vegeta, and the God Vegeta. And then the Tech Vegeta Blue back here is gonna come onto this rotation, and whoever I put on third step is gonna go off the rotation, and it's just gonna keep cycling through until you either beat the event or die or whatever the case is. So as I am doing this, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, once we get into the game, it shouldn't be that hard to really follow. That's actually an LR version. That's actually an old LR art. It's an SSR form art, but yeah. Ooh, he has a lot of health bars already. See, mine only has 1 dude, which is kind of sad. But see, none of them are linking up. And what you guys will see about that, each unit has a specific link set of these that it makes them more powerful, gives them defense. Like this one right here. If they attack it, and they have if both two units are next to each other have this link, then this will activate. Of course, when that happens, or like this one, is key plus 2. You're gonna need key. Key is one of the most important things here, because I'm guessing I'm gonna show you. So each yellow, see how he's in the yellow, so that's orange character. If I give him this key, he's gonna give him 1, but if I give him the same color, he's gonna give him 2. And so as you guys see that, so I'm gonna give him a different color. See, if I give him the green, all those other ones are 1 set. So look, I got him that just by tapping 1 of those, I gave to him 2. Him, if I go in here and tap this, it's gonna give 1 because it's a different color. So you definitely want to try to match up your color key the most, if based on what color it is. You want to try it, but if you can't. Just make sure you try to get off your super attacks, which is let's see. See, I have a little bit of potential enough, so you can do that and stuff like that. I want to see, can I get? Yes, see that's what you want to do, because this is gonna be your strongest attacks of your units. It's going to do the most damage, and you're going to continually want to get that. So how do I want this to play out? What I want to do for my rotations, for my two rotations, I have my off rotators, which what people call them, is I want these 2, I want this guy and this guy together, and then the friend here with this, because they have some rotation, mine doesn't, but his does. So I have those 2, and they can transform, blah blah blah. What I really want is this guy in this category, because the 2 thing about both these units is that if you reach down here, each time this guy super attacks, he raises the attack defense, which is amazing. It can really make him super powerful and super. Same with this guy. So what I'm saying by that is every time it's infinite. You pretty much can do it you can super it 20 times, and and if you actually get to go that much, and it's gonna keep raising. Which is one of the best things, especially how the newer events have come out. You're gonna need that. This is for the newer events, because there's event that's on the Japanese side of this game, which you guys can download in a different app, but the process, and it's really hard, and you have to bring strategic games, a bunch of crap like that, which is not on this game, not on this side, not on the global side, which is what I'm playing. But this is also it's a lot easier to read, so I would keep doing this. I know you guys probably can't read that. You really don't need to. It's just a little commentary to do. But see, I have these 2 right here. So what I'm gonna do is I want him. He's coming off, so I'm gonna put him off like that. And this guy is self-sufficient based on who he's against. I really don't care too much right now, because I know this team can do what it needs to when it comes down to it. But So like if when you guys see this, so that see a yellow bar, that means the pair is a link by at least one link. I don't think these two have that many just yet. But you also guys want to read that's bad. That's actually bad. That's really bad. That also the arrows. If you guys see that blue arrow and the yellow one, if it's blue, if it's ever blue, it means you have super effective against type. If it's green, it means just effective. Yellow is neutral, of course, as you guys saw. If it's orange, it means you're not effective, and if it's red, it means it's gonna do almost like no damage. That's just all that. That's all I can tell you. It's gonna do like next to no damage, and yeah. So as you guys can see, right up here in this corner, blue, all the colors right here. This here is probably your biggest help. It's gonna help you guys know it. So as you can see, this guy is in red or an STR type. So the best way to do it is to try to bring one of these blue ones or HDO and attack me, you're gonna do more damage. If I was to have him do it, he would do less because of him being Fizz. These other ones are just gonna do neutral. But yes, that will right there will prove that guy right there is one of the main bases of how to beat this game. Well, you can't really beat it because there's always something new. One thing I love about this game is always something new. Every so often there's always a new banner, a new event. You might not, I may not be able to summon as much as other people on it, but it's still good to just try your best, try your luck. Cause especially this banner right here, not the one the banner with the tickets I've had, it's been really lucky to me. So, and the tickets are pretty much free, so they can give you it for depending on how many times you summoned, which is really good. And as you guys can see, so now he's in his, well, if you guys saw his LR art, which is technically how it works. I think he's gonna transform after this because this definitely not the end. So if you guys are gonna watch, he's that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see now he's giving himself a big keep. It's not just because he's linked with him, but because of his passive, which is if you want to try to activate it fully as much as you can, especially for ones that are defensive units, attack units, key, whatever. You want to make sure that their stuff is going because that's gonna make it even more stronger. Because not everything is really based off attack, but you want to have a defensive, attack. You want to make sure that you're good at everything, so that if you run into trouble, you can, you don't have to worry about it. Because there's a mode called that's I show you with this. It had like 42 items missions you can get from it. It's a really hard mode, and you can't just bring attack units. You have to like really strategically do it because in that mode, it's called Super Battle Road. You can get one shotted out of there in just one rotation just because you put the wrong person on rotation. That's towards the end. I would never do not try this until you've seen your team and you can think for, unless you like really believe that your team can do it, then I would do it. If anything, I would try to like see if like there's Facebook groups, there's YouTube, you can check. I would ask people there and see, okay, is my team good enough to do it? And especially one of the groups that I'm in, they're really helpful. The Facebook group that I'm in, and they are really helpful. They keep me updated, and if I ever need help, they're always there. They're pretty one of the helpfulest things I've ever seen. So if you guys ever need help, just make sure if you even need help, just ask someone if they know about it and they can help you with it. Like, also if you also gotta realize you gotta read the passive and the passive, which is really helpful. Those are what's gonna change the unit from your team to being either on it or off it. Also the links as well. You don't want to have a one guy with the links that has nothing to do with the same way. Put them on rotate because they're not going to help each other in any way. So like, look. So like, see how these two are not helping? Even though they may not be helping these two, the first two, if I do this, he helps that. Even though he may not link with him, he's a leader, and that's what I'm using him for. Wait, this way now he's ready. He's good offensive tank, blah blah blah. He's really good offensive taking and tanking ability. So tanking is in defense, which is fine. That's all I really need him there for. Because what you want to do is you want to try to get a good defensive rotation and offense in the same rotation. You want to have two rotations like that. That's why I want to try to make sure I have him try to block most of the attacks, because he'll defend him a lot better. As you guys see, if once you guys start taking double digits like that, you know you're on the right track. Because taking those, especially, like, watch. He did 37 down when look at that. That's lower than what most teams do. And that right there is what you want. You want him to do as less damage to you as possible because you want the world win, of course. But each time, I will say, there's a difference. There's one little thing. Each time you do, if you out of all the little challenges events here, each time you beat one of the stages, so let's say there's 2 stages in this one challenge. I think, yeah. So it's the first part that's called stamina, which is like your elixir. So if you run out of it, you have to wait and let it recharge. So like, I did 25 when there was a 21. If I beat both of them, I get 2 stones, which is pretty easy stones. Pretty much stones are how you're gonna get your units. As you guys can see, I'm doing this. So this, it's taking me a lot longer than usual. Usually I probably would already be done with this. Because right now I'm trying to talk to you guys through it and show you guys the game just in case you guys want to download it. This version of the game, which is global, and you guys will hear a lot about it as you start to go for it more. It's like 6 months behind our JP version because that's how the game was sent out. Our Japanese version of this game, which you guys can download, which I might leave in the description how to download it. I'm not too sure because I'm not sure. It depends. It only works on certain phones. But yeah, what it's gonna do. It's behind only 6 months. Not because that's how the game was. Because the Japanese version of the game was made 6 months prior to global actually making it. Even though it's technically made by something, they didn't make it for a global version till like 6 months afterwards. Which is the only reason why most people will complain about that, but don't listen to them. So as you guys can see, we have now pretty much defeated this event. And as you can see, he just transformed. And at that bottom right there, see you have your health bar and you have this Dokkan meter right here. If that fills up, you're gonna get a Dokkan attack, it's a really strong attack. It cannot be dodged, no matter what it is, no matter what event you're doing. And it also heals you after the rotation of it using. So you want to try to collect as much of these as possible. I just messed up so bad. You know. But anyways, so far, if you get one of those, it's still gonna heal you, right? Because that's how it works. He'll be dead before that. I'm not gonna beat this event before it happens, but so yeah, he'll beat. I know he will, because that little bit of HP. Yeah, that was easy. So as you guys see, you got medals, which is for the awakening certain units. That most you get from banners. I can show you what units you should be able to awaken them with. And pretty much what you want to do is you want to look at what medals you need to awaken your units, and that's what you want to go for first. What I would suggest doing is that the units that you get, even if they look so hard, don't try to go for hard events. Try to go for the lower events and work your way up so that you can have a decent team. Because if my first team, which here's my pure saying, was that not to say this team in general, but if I went for a team, if I had like mostly just units that weren't awakened, I want to make sure I want to make sure my lower units can do more damage fast, so that if I can go through the event better, so that I can awaken my stronger units, if you guys get what I'm saying, so that I can make my teams better. Let me see. So there's easy little missions. You can also get like other stuff here, and those swords you see I got are training, which is see this guy. He's super tech. He's farmable, but his events that I just right now I'm not really in the mood for. So this guy, he's 90 out of 100. These right here, you need them. You need them. So I'm right now pretty low inside. I really don't care too much about those. But those are going to help you level your units up so you can awaken them. Because you cannot awaken your units until they're max level. Which is pretty easy to get. Especially if you're using those. You can just train them. Or you can go into an event and grind it out. I wouldn't recommend that. But let me see if I can find a unit. Let's see. What a unit would be. Like this unit right here. This guy's event to awaken him. Which I can show you. So if we go here. No. Here. This event right here. Do you guys see? Is a really, really hard event. It is not an easy event. You don't want to go in with a team that's not built and ready for it. So you want to make sure if you have that guy and need to awaken him, I would make sure you figure out a team to go up against him and make sure that your units are somewhere awakening, which is how you want to do it. Oh crap! This is this extra. This one has I guess more stages. Yeah. Well, that sucks. Yeah, because this one has multiple stages in it. I just now noticed that. So you guys can see right here, pictures already unloading. Hopefully I'm gonna get this to load in a second. But some of these characters you guys will see awaken not necessarily from this, but not for this stage, but at least one of these stages, which is how you get your unit to be more powerful. Let's see. I don't want to do that because I don't want to do that so easy. If I want to do it harder. Let's see. Let's see. What event is this? Ever evolving prince. So these two right here. So this is. I know this one. Let me think. What's a good event to do? Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Let's see. So that event right there. This is the one I was talking about right here. No, that's not different. This one right here. This right here is you use certain categories or certain types to use. It's really hard and it is nowhere near easy. I would not recommend doing that, or even these stages until you have a better team. But this is probably one of the best ways to get stones, though, I will say. This one, it starts off for each like stages like this, and then it eventually works up to harder new events. Which I'll do the first one with you guys. I'm gonna do the harder version. No, I'm gonna do the lower because I don't want to make the video too long. But pretty much what they say is that it's certain events, like the challenge events. No, I'm not gonna do it because I'll make sure. I don't want to keep this video not too long. But yes, it's pretty much all these are challenges. It's like 5 certain challenges that are depending on what stage it is. The newer ones that you guys saw most see above are just 5. But it's like 5 of these and are going in order. So the next ones we can already assume. I have to look at that to see which ones they are. But you also guys, if you ever want to see what events are out, you can always come here. These you have to unlock by keys, which you guys will see down here. Will come out. It won't tell you when they're gonna come back out, but it tells you what events are here, what are not. I don't have any more of those to do those. Kind of sad, but these are also right here. When you get at least a good enough team, you want to make sure that you grind the Ginyu Force, because the Ginyu Force team with the LR, even if you don't get the LR, let's see, can I find that one event? Yes, this event right here. If you can get, let me see this. Where is he? Show me the go. Show me what I want. Show me what I want to see. Okay, well look. So what I'm gonna say is, I can't show the picture right now because my phone's acting weird. But this guy right here it's a kid Goku. What you would do? He does go into an LR through 2 different events, other events. Right now he would go into his UR, his SSR, like just base UR, and then another event he'll go to the TUR, which is, it still says TUR, but it's a UR that's awakened pretty much. So it's what we call TUR, transcended, or for transcended. It's really you go to another event, you get him to the LR. He's really good. You can put him as the lead, and since he's free to play, you can run that team with the Ginyu Force, and you can start to get these. And these events are all LRs, but they have a lot of amount. You have to get a lot, but you can only use free to play characters. So like this one I haven't even done yet because I'm still on this part. I've got to do him. Once you get him, like if you want to rainbow him, you rainbow him, blah blah blah, all that, good stuff. Mate, you got an SA10, SA10, 2 SA10s, 1 rainbow, of course. You have to get 15 of these, and they only drop pretty much 1 per time unless you have a certain boost that some of these have. Then you can get more. Some of this specific one doesn't have a boost yet. It will in the future, but... So you get him, you get 15 of these, but then when you come down here, you have to get 777. I think the max you can get without a boost feature or anything else like that is 20. So it's not something you're going to be able to do in just one day, which is these 4 events come out on the weekends. 2 of them come out on Saturday, 2 of them come out on Sunday. I forget which ones are which though. So yeah, pretty much I think it's one. I forget which ones it is. I don't remember. I think it's these 2 ones. I think it's the Summit of the Universe and Prize Staking Awakening. Prize Staked Awakening. I think it's on Saturday, and the other 2 are on Sunday. I'm not too sure. I'll have to check on that. But see, I have 6 cents, so I can do these if I want to. I wouldn't necessarily waste them, because these events, look, these especially the strike ones up here, they all come back daily. They all come back depending on what day it says HDR or blue. They come out on a blue day. But these ones, I wouldn't go for these. I would not waste your keys on these events unless you really have to. Like, let me see if I can find an event. Let's see. Let's see, like I'm trying to see if I can find a story event here that doesn't, like this guy, like this one right here. This one, of all time I haven't even seen it. It's an old, really old special event. that I haven't even seen, and I played for almost 2 years. So it's just running like a 4 year, almost a little bit over 4 years now. So that one is doing something you want to grind for. This one, it's not the most like seen event, but you don't want to waste your keys on it because you don't know when it could come back. They could surprise you whenever, and stuff like that. But like I did say, guys, I'm gonna do a multi. I'm gonna do my ticket just because I have some from the little bit of stuff to a Facebook event that they're doing right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the first single, which you guys see all these units right here. These ones on a banner. There are featured and unfeatured. If you, I mean, you pretty much want a featured, but there are good unfeatured, but not that many. So some of these, like this guy is a super class or hero side. This is extreme or villain side class, and they get better, they transform stuff like that. This one has a certain category plus whatever a secondary. Some only have one ability, some most have two, but you want pretty much both. Like to be honest, let's say so if I had to get really anyone from here, it would probably be this guy, no, and this guy probably. But I mean, most of the other ones I could use too, because this has the units on. I'm sorry about doing that. See, this is the two banners I was talking about. So these red coins that you have now, once you get, it's like there's certain ones that have certain amounts you have to get. But like this guy, since he's now a Dokkan Fest technically, it gets red coins. So if you get 500, when next time he's featured on a banner, not as the main character, but as like a feature like one of these two, then you can try to summon for him. Because the new cards, the new people, and the new cards and the banners you can't get for the first time. But their second time you can get them. So if I had like 400 for this guy, since he would be an LR, we get 500. Let's see. All category units or stuff like that would get 4. Like this guy would get 400 coins. Let's see. This one would get like 150 to 200. It really just depends. The same with this banner. There's some units on this banner, But each one of these units has their specific needs, like this guy. He's really good AEO, which is attack of enemies, which is technically supposed to represent attack all enemies, which is first when he transforms. He's a really great unit, and as you can see, he has two category leads, which is not bad. So not all the ones that are on those aren't here, because it's not gonna preview everything, but it's still a really good. And they even have one of this for only. These two are only for the certain download celebration. This one, if you guys get, unless you have their team, I wouldn't summon, even though these two are the best supports for their type. I wouldn't summon on this one just yet, just because unless you have the team already set in place, they're not going to help you for anything else. This right here, if you ever get one of these, if it's 50 or 20, 425s or 250s, always do, because these raise your super attack level just by having them. And they are probably the most, you almost can't get them unless you do for missions or from the game giving you, or from summoning. You can't free to play grind them anywhere. So any units, like let's say, because even though some of these characters you can't necessarily grind, you can't get, like, I'm not gonna get 15 of him. So to get the 4 extra copies and the 10 of him, extra 10, I'm not gonna be able to do it. I don't know how many souls I would take to get him. This guy there's another base form Goku that can have the same name, that you can feed into him to raise him, that would count. So if the unit has the same name, which also cannot be run on the same team, by the way, which I'll talk more in the next video for it. But if it has the same name, you can feed him into, and that will give you, as long as it's a UR. So if he's in this form, if you have another like different base form Goku that's a UR like that, you'll 100%. Some are 50s, it depends on what rank they are. But yeah, some of these have like grinds you can give them. This one, he has one as well. This one does not, so you have to raise him through you get pretty much raise him through these, or the other one, or different kinds that you get are 30%. Let's see if I can find another one. Like this guy, he has one. It's a little bit harder of a grind do, but same with this guy. This guy does have one. This one does not. So some of these don't have certain ones that you can grind. So you have to use those kites to raise up, and you're gonna need them. I mean, you can't grind everything out free. I really wish you could. But anyways, what we're going to do now, we're going to do our summon real quick. We're going to do our single and everything, our multi. And this one is a little bit different than the regular ones. But if you see those two characters on the side, they're all random with which ones appear. But if you get certain characters in a row, which I think you guys can look up, there's animations for it. You can get like there's certain characters that pop up at a certain time. You can get certain things, like certain featured units, or you can get a LR, or you can guarantee, you have the animation that can guarantee you certain things. Like, as you guys saw, he went Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2. Like, this was not going to give me much of anything. But if he stays base form, he has a chance to crack the screen. Not really your phone screen, has a chance to crack the screen. You can get an SSR from it. But if he goes like Super Saiyan 3, you're guaranteeing an SR. If he goes God, you're guaranteeing 3 or more. See, this multi. See, this one I wasn't. These the tickets you're not guaranteeing SSR. But these, if you do an actual multi, you are guaranteed from the new update like a while back. You are guaranteed an SSR. It's not specifically gonna be any one of these. It can be any of these SSRs. So it can be any one of these that are here, or it could be any of these down here. All these SSR, it could be any of them. Any. It's all random, so you gotta summon for it and try to hope your luck. I've done the 3 of these, so it's 4 times only. I've already done 3. I really don't need any more right now, even though I technically should grind them, but I'm not going to just because I'm not going to do it as much. But yes, guys, this is probably going to be today's episode. I will say, guys, I'm going to keep this team here, so I'm going to show you the teams. I have this full power team, full power category team, my super team, my Pure Saiyans team, my Realm of Gods team, my Movie Heroes team, and my Goku's family. And I want you guys to tell me which of those 6 teams, pick 2 of those to go up against any of these events that you want me to. I'm going to go through them. Hopefully it loads up all the way. I'm going to go through each of them. The ones that you're going to allow you guys to choose. And just write them in the comments what I want you to do. And the ones that get the most votes, I would go with. So this was the go on video I just did. This is self-event, so I'll grind it, so I'll probably get stuff out so that I can just do the event when I need to. Skip down a couple of these events. Which one is that? That's not the one I'm going to do. So you have, this is the Go Bros, which is Goten, it's an LR event, style event for an Awakening LR and a TUR, which I actually still need to do, so I can doubt that, okay. Come on, phone. So yeah, pretty much what I guys want to do. If you guys want to, I'll make sure to get some screenshots in of the actual events once later, and I'll put them down in the comments of all the ones that you can give me, and I'll mark them. Basically, I'll tell you which ones I'll let you guys choose from, and you guys can choose from there. But if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down there. And if you guys, I'm gonna try doing more teams, but I need to get more characters, so I need to awaken some more. But once I get those teams, I'm gonna put more teams in. We're gonna keep doing it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And you guys.